Hey everyone, it's Zach, and in this episode of Hope for Master Ball, we are going to continue using the Luxray Hatterene Team. And the last episode we did see 2 wins, we did see some success with it, but we're lower in the Master Ball rank, so I want to see how far I can go with this team. It'll be interesting to see what benefits I have for this team and what it's really lacking in. There were some modifications in the team building process. Originally, I was trying not to use Indeedee Female because it's kind of one-dimensional when it comes to using it. I experimented with Umbreon, and then I moved to Togekiss, and then I settled on Indeedee Female when I realized that I need the Follow Me and Psychic Terrain to make Hatterene get the Trick Room up. So here we actually see a Clefairy, Rillaboom, Volcarona, Talonflame, Urshifu, and Porygon Z. Now, I would assume that this is the Water style, the Rapid Strike, because of the team composition, but we've been seeing a lot of play with the Single Strike, primarily Sashed. So I think Luxray and Talonflame are just a really good lead here. And just Tyranitar and Rillaboom. I'm really worried about the Porygon Z, especially next to a Friend Guard Clefairy, because Porygon Z with Life Orb and Max Strike via Hyper Beam does so much damage. So we'll see the Talonflame and Volcarona. And it's weird here, I kind of want to switch out the Luxray before the Flame Orb gets activated. And I just kind of want to Brave Bird into the Volcarona to try to get some damage off. Hopefully I can bring it down to a potential Sash that it might carry, and then the Sandstorm Chip will be able to do it in. Unfortunately, by bringing in Tyranitar, we do break our Sash, but the Brave Bird is going to break the Sash anyway. So we just go ahead and knock it out. And we'll see the Tailwind go up. So I want to see what my opponent comes with next. So we have the Urshifu. So that is a problem. We can tell by the movement that it is the Rapid Strike. So I'm worried about what that can do to Tyranitar. And I definitely just kind of want to Brave Bird into that as well. The Talonflame isn't really threatening anything to the Tyranitar, so I can't say I would see a Flare Blitz or a Brave Bird come out. They could double into the Tyranitar trying to guarantee the knockout, but and we're actually going to see a Gigantamax, probably from that Urshifu. And I'm wondering what it is. That being said, if we can stall out Gigantamax and Tailwind, we might be able to handle it. So Rillaboom takes out a lot better than Tyranitar would. We might be able to handle it with Luxray. And Talonflame knocking it down to 50%. And we actually saw that this Talonflame actually carries dual Wing Beat. Which could be scary if it lands, but it's very inaccurate. You know, I just want to take care of the Urshifu because, and it's going to max guard, so we kind of made a bad call there. Dual Wing Beats misses again. And you wasted a turn of Gigantamax. And Tailwind. So how many more turns of Tailwind do they have? This should be their last turn of Tailwind. I think our priority here is hitting that Talonflame so it doesn't get the priority off next turn. And we're just going to try to go into Urshifu with Brave Bird again. We did 50% damage last time. And you do actually finally land a Dual Wing Beat. And that's going to be enough to knock Rillaboom out. And we'll see a Max Knuckle come out from this Urshifu. Unfortunately, we weren't able to stall out the sand. And I have to be really concerned here because for Luxray to be as effective as possible, I have to protect it, but I can't do that with Urshifu on the field. The question is, who do I Dynamax here? Has Talonflame taken Sandwind? Sandstorm Chip? No, it hasn't. So that means it is... It's Safety Goggles. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what's the odds of Tyranitar living anything from this Urshifu. Because it could close combat and just knock out the Tyranitar. It could Rapid Strike and knock it out. But if it doesn't knock it out, we do activate Weakness Policy, which isn't too terrible. So we're going to see the Tailwind come out. And you actually go into Luxray. So we take out the Urshifu there, and we're going to get a Rock Slide into the Talonflame as long as we hit it. And I don't know if I agree with that choice of going for the Luxray. And Rock Slide just one-shots the Talonflame, being quad weak to it. So Flame Orb is going to activate. And we do lose the Sandstorm bulk that Tyranitar gets. And we actually see Rillaboom, which could lead to some problems. So what I want to do here is I want to max Flare with Fire Fang and just try to protect. Because I want to say you target down the Tyranitar here. And you're actually going to Wood Hammer the Luxray, and you're fast. You're a fast Rillaboom. And we see that it's Life Orb. So this is bad. So maybe we should have I think Lash Out is our best choice here. I think Wood Hammer just OHKOs us. Yeah. Well played. I'm trying to think how I could have played that better. I could have max guard it into. Oh, you also had Tailwind up, so I should have max guarded the Luxray there, and tried to preserve that as long as possible. But I called Rillaboom targeting the wrong Mon, so not really much I can do about that. But wow, Life Orb Rillaboom. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna look for our next opponent. I feel like I started that one off bad, ended up doing really good, and went bad at the end. So here we can see electric terrain, which could be really bad. I kind of want to go my slower mons in the back, or up front with Rillaboom and Tyranitar. It's just, what do I do against a Cinderace lead? Maybe Luxray and Indeedee. Like here, I'm just assuming that they go Electric Surge. And we kind of called it. I want to say the Cinderace maxes here. And we probably see a max Knuckle from it. So what I want to do is I want to max Quake into this Cinderace. Worst case scenario is that they could have max Airstreamed. So Pincurchin's going to cancel out the grassy terrain. So Dynamaxing T-Tar looks like it was a good call here. I do have to worry about a Focus Blast coming out from the Raichu. And wow, that does a lot of damage to the Raichu. So we get a special defense boost, which is really good against this Raichu, but we still have to worry about what we are going to do against the Cinderace. Because you clearly saw that I'm going max ground into it, so you can't max Knuckle wouldn't be the best. Maybe try to max Airstream to try to counter that, but I think here I'm going to try to take control back of the terrain with Indeedee, and I just want to max Rockfall here because the Raichu really doesn't threaten Tyranitar. And then the next turn, if Tyranitar does survive, we can just follow me. And we actually see the bounce. So that was actually a good move because I'm using max Rockfall. And Focus Blast. So you're going to activate the weakness policy here. So I think here I just want to follow me, and your Cinderace is going to come down first either way because it's faster than the Tyranitar, so you're pretty open to an attack here. And it misses, so Focus Blast will do okay damage. NDD takes that like a champ. And yeah, after the weakness policy prop, like, that just handles. And Raichu's slowly taking damage from the Sandstorm, which is why I choose to use safety goggles on NDD, so NDD can work in the Trick Room, it can work. So this is Dark type Urshifu. So kind of what I want to do here is Rock Slides to be enough. We're actually going to see Urshifu Protect. So you're trying to take care of the NDD. And you land 2 Focus Blasts in a row, which in itself is impressive. But let's see how much Rock Slide will do to the Alolan Raichu. And yeah, we just take it out. So unfortunately here, I don't want to bring in Rillaboom yet because of the Psychic Terrain. Well, oh, dang, Rillaboom would have just changed it. So we're going to Superpower into the Urshifu, and we're going to High Horsepower into it as well. You can really only target one of these Mons, so whichever one survives... like, we can just hit it again, like, later. So who are you targeting here? I would have to say the Tyranitar, because it has its weakness policy. And you actually go for the Luxray and it survives, so we're going to be able to get a Superpower off before going down to Sandstorm Chip, which does decent damage. And Tyranitar is just going to be able to handle it. So Sandstorm goes down. Luxray gets burned. So we're going to go for a Lash Out because it's the most accurate move we have. We're going to see a Max Knuckle, probably into the Tyranitar at this point. Yeah. And even if somehow Superpower doesn't knock out or misses in some way, shape, or form, we're just going to be able to bring in Rillaboom and even fake out our Grassy Glide for priority and just hit you. But Luxray is able to handle it after the second Superpower. I think things wouldn't have been much different if the Urshifu would have knocked out the Luxray, because I would have just been able to bring in Rillaboom and priority Grassy Glide with that much damage put into it. But I think I'm getting a little more comfortable with the 2 battles a day. Unfortunately, we weren't able to win the first one due to just bad play calls. I guess I got a little too comfortable with what I thought was going to happen, especially seeing that Rillaboom. I didn't expect that Rillaboom to be a Life Orb fast Woodhammer. But that's how Pokemon goes. That's why sets are different, and that's why you plan for different sets. So definitely my fault for expecting the norm, the status quo on Rillaboom. And then the second match, we played that one really good with our position, and then Tyranitar was just a great choice to max because Alolan Raichu brings up so much offensive pressure, and with Tyranitar, especially with the defense boost from the Sand, the Max Quake, we were able to handle the Raichu and just make it really not a threat to Tyranitar at all, with its biggest moves being an Electric and Expanding Force. The Focus Blast was kind of scary until I saw the damage output. But anyways, let me know what you think about the team in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, I want to say thanks for watching. The best way to support me is to have those conversations in the comments down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. I've been trying to do daily uploads. I kind of missed a day, but that happens. So we're just going to pick up where we left off. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys in the next one.